Alan Hyatt, followed by Paul Ram.
Good afternoon, council members. I'm kind of shooting from the hip. I don't have a prepared statement today. I live in Maui Meadows, and I am surrounded by one licensed B&B and the rest are TVRs on all sides. I have no peace. I will agree, the B&B to the left side of me, they are good neighbors. They are there all the time. If I do have a problem, it's resolved immediately. They're good people. Their B&B works. The illegal TVR across the street from me, the main house, which is advertised at $4,300.75 a week on the internet, easy to find, holds up to 3 couples plus children. Recently, he completed a building project for another unit where there are now up to almost 5 individual units on his property, which can house almost a total of about 8 families and children. There are often times in the morning as I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do international business. And soon as 6:30 comes around, I hear maybe 10 kids playing Marco Polo. At night, it gets ridiculous. I understand and agree with the last gentleman. They do feel entitled. It's their vacation. I understand it. They're there to party and have a good time. Unfortunately, it's at the expense of the residents, which is truly a resident. One of the gentlemen had stated that the either illegal or the legal B&Bs are contributing to the economy. Well, I believe that if they weren't, they would be attributing it to it as well. They don't want their houses to fall apart. Of course, they're going to have it painted. They're going to keep their yards. Their money is going to contribute to the economy. I think what happens is that the agenda for those who are in favor of these TVRs is clearly set. It's money. And they make a really good amount of money. And they advertise when they're not supposed to. Yet nobody does anything. In fact, when the B&B process was taking place, and I read up about it, I read that I was supposed to get a certified letter from the county because any building that was within 600 or 700 feet of the B&B was supposed to receive a certified letter that gives me the opportunity to oppose or to approve. I never got that certified letter. I was never sent it. So the process here is clearly broken. So basically, all I want to say is the policemen at some point in time say they want to charge if you make too many calls. Where I am, I clearly am being bombarded by vacation renters. I live in a residence. I want a neighborhood feeling, and unfortunately, I'm not getting it. I'm looking to you, the elected officials, to do something about it. I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Hyatt. Mr. Victorino.
Thank you. Mr. Hyatt,
Yes, sir.
you saying that you have a lot of problems with these vacation rentals.
That is correct, sir.
And how many are around your, what I call, general vicinity?
One to the left, another one to the left of them, one across the street, and one to the right of me,
And all of them are illegal.
with the exception of the one directly to the left of me.
And that's a B&B or
That is a B&B.
a B&B? Okay.
Everywhere else, the owners come in every couple of months to do some maintenance work. You call them, they say, oh, I'm going to call them up and I'm going to fine them, but it doesn't change anything.
They don't have any professional management or anybody
No,
taking care of it?
no, they're not even on property.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Mr. Hyatt.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Victorino. Members, any further questions for the testifier? Mr. Pontanilla. Mr. Hyatt?
Thank
We're
you.
still talking to you, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on in.
I apologize.
No worries. Mr. Pontanilla.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
just a fast question, Mr. Hyde. When you bought into Maui Meadows, did you believe that it was a residential subdivision?
When I bought into Maui Meadows, I believed it was a residence.
Okay, thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. Members, further questions? I have one. Mr. Hyatt? Still not?
I just can't get out of here.
They like you.
Sir,
Mr. Hyatt, the TVRs that are around your house.
Yes, sir.
Were they there when you moved in, or did they come in after you had moved in?
the one to the left,
That's the B&B?
that's the B&B.
Okay.
They built the cottage. They were illegal for a while, but eventually applied. The other one to the left, after so many complaints by numerous neighbors, they went to long-term rental. Fortunately, there's been no problems with the long-term rentals. The one across the street, I really had no idea that he was renting it out at first. We lived in a cottage on the property until the main house was built. Once we got up to the main house, then everything became very apparent what was going on. And the one to the right is sporadic. When they decide to go away for a couple of months, rather than leave the house empty, they can make $2,000, $3,000 a month simply by putting it on the web and getting money. And the county does not know about this and is losing money as a result of it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hyatt. Mr. Paul Ram, followed by